Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today guys we're going to talk about how every hand or opening hand that you get in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the potential to be a winning hand and a losing hand equally. Now I got the idea for this video a long time ago listening to a song called The Gambler. Now The Gambler is written by a man named Kenny Rogers, and it's talking about playing blackjack and poker, and how in playing the game of blackjack and poker every hand that you get has the potential to be a winner or a loser. Now it got me thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh! And it got me thinking about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a card game just like blackjack and poker. Yes, there are differences, but they're both card games, so keep with me here. And it got me thinking about how Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the potential that every hand that you get, those first 5 cards that you get in the opening hand, has the potential to be a winning hand or a losing hand equally. Doesn't matter if the hand is great, doesn't matter if the hand is very bad or poor, because pretty much the way I look at this, there's many times that I've played the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Personally here, and I'll get my first 5 cards in my opening hand and I'll be like, oh, this is such a bad hand, I mean I can't do nothing with this hand, and my opponent may have drawn just as bad as I could have. They draw worse actually. Or say for example, I get my first 5 cards in my opening hand and I'm like, oh, I can't do anything with this hand. But in actuality, my opponent may have gotten a very good hand and I have all the answers to his every play that he makes. Vice versa on the same note. Many times I've been in a situation where I'll draw an opening hand and I'll be like, oh, this is such a good hand. I can do this, and I'll start playing and my opponent has every single answer for every single one of my plays, and I'm just like, what can you do? What can you do? Now, like I said, from experience, I've experienced this personally many times, that I'll just get the worst hand ever and I can win with that hand, or I have the best hand ever and I still lose with that hand. So I think that it kind of still holds true. Now granted, like I said earlier, there's other factors that you have to factor into this idea that every hand is possibly a winner and every hand is possibly a loser. Number one, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is somewhat of a luck-based game. We have to accept that. Yes, there is some skill in Yu-Gi-Oh! But it is luck-based to some extent. You have to admit that. And granted, there are many times when just a deck straight out does not have a very good, solid matchup. For example, if I'm playing Junk Synchrons and my opponent is playing Evil Swarms, that's just not a good matchup. A Synchron deck against Ophion, that's just not a good matchup, period. So, granted, you have to think about your matchups. But on a day-to-day game basis, on just a, deck against deck basis, so I'm just talking about my deck versus your deck, just deck against deck, is it really true that every opening hand that you get really does have the potential to be a winning hand, or also on the other side of the coin has the potential to be a losing hand equally? It depends, I think, in a way, what your opponent gets, what you're playing against and what your opponent got in the opening hand. But I think that the idea that every hand is potentially a winner and every hand is potentially a loser does ring true to some extent. So I look forward to seeing what you guys think on this topic. Do you believe, if you stop and think about it for a second, that every hand has the potential to be a winning hand and has the potential to be a losing hand, no matter which 5 cards you get in your opening hand? So guys, till next time, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling to all of you. Thank you guys for the 1,000 subscribers. I'll just say it again, I'm very grateful. Until next time guys, Seto Kaiba, I'm out of here guys. Take care everybody, till next time. Good luck dueling to everybody too. And may every hand that you get be a winning hand.